Okay, so here's your generator. One thing you always want to see is a green light on the generator. If you've got a green light, then you don't have to worry about anything. You're always going to want to be in auto on the generator. If for whatever reason it doesn't start, you can always put it in manual. Later in the video, I'll show you what to do in that case. You always want to make sure that this breaker right here is in the on position. If it is in the off position, then you will not be getting power sent to your house. So if for whatever reason you don't have power to your house but it's running, just make sure that this is in the on position. Now on the generator, there are two auxiliary switches. They are a emergency disconnect, basically, so it turns the generator off in an emergency. There's one right here. Make sure that this is always in the on position. And then there's one on the very back of the generator, right here. You want to make sure that that is in the on position. If it is not in the on position, the generator will not start or run. So both of these have to be in the on position for it to work. So the generator will run bi-weekly. It is basically an exercise to just run the generator, keep it updated. It's going to keep the fluids running, make sure everything is in working condition. If there's anything that's wrong with it, it'll tell you on the exercise. Your exercise is on Mondays at 10:07 a.m. and it's on Mondays bi-weekly. So not every week, but bi-weekly. Shut that. And I'm going to take you back to the transfer switch to show you what you'll need to do if for whatever reason you have to run it in manual mode. So in the transfer switch, here's your transfer switch right here. We're going to take this thumb screw out right here. I would set it up out of here out of the way. And all you have to do is just, on this tab, you push down and pull the lid out, and it slides right off. Then you have the inside of your transfer switch. So if your generator decides to not work, what you can do is put it in manual mode. And before you do that, what you'll do is, if you can see that little yellow block right there with a hole in the middle, before you start your generator, you take this yellow stick and you stick it in the hole right there. And if you needed to, you would take this and shut it down to the bottom side. That way you are in the transferred position to run power from your generator. So you're going to swap that to the down position. If your power is out and your generator does not start, then you're going to walk back to your generator. Once you're at the generator, you are going to hit manual. Once you hit that, your generator is going to start up, and once it starts, it's going to send power back to your transfer switch, and therefore powering your house. Once that is done, you can put the cover back on your transfer switch. Now, when power to the house is restored, you can see that the street lights and everything are back on. If for whatever reason you're in manual mode, what you'll want to do is you shut your main breaker off, and then since this is already going to be in the down position, you would take it and throw it in the up position, and then turn your main breaker back on, and then walk back to your generator and turn it off. In any of those circumstances, that means that your generator is not running correctly, so we'd have to come out and service it. But in all normal circumstances, you will not have to do any of this. It will run by itself, and you should be just fine. The only thing you want to keep an eye on is Once every year, you want to get the oil changed, which we can do that. And you'll want to check the battery to make sure that the battery on the generator is running, and it'll start the generator. Other than that, you should not have to worry about anything.